Do you know what you will be doing in 20 years? Can you imagine how medicines will look then? Will they still have adverse effects? We will still need to analyze blood taken from a patient's vein in order to diagnose his or her condition. Will there still be stricter control regarding safety and quality for cosmetics, such as sun creams, for example? We do not know what you will be doing in 20 years, but we do know the direction taken by our Faculty of Pharmacy at the University of Ljubljana. Our activities are and will be connected with pharmacy, laboratory medicine and cosmetics. For decades, the Faculty of Pharmacy at the University of Ljubljana has built its scientific endeavours on the experience from the past and combined them with present achievements in order to create a better future. The production of medicines and pharmaceutical care have a very long tradition in Slovenia. In 1710, the Carniola Duchy Pharmacist Association designed a framework for their activities and introduced the doctrine of good practice. During the time of the Illyrian provinces, at the beginning of the 19th century, a French university which included pharmaceutical studies was established in Ljubljana. Another two attempts in organizing pharmaceutical studies at university level in Ljubljana were made in 1946 and in 1955. Finally, a 4-year pharmacy program began in 1960 at the pharmacy section of the Faculty of Natural Sciences. This is perceived as the inception of the Faculty of Pharmacy, which has evolved in 1996 from the Department of Pharmacy at the Faculty of Natural Sciences and Technology. The faculty draws its strengths on its lecturers and researchers who are aware of the role that any educational institution plays on a university educational level, which is to develop, plan and carry out university education, to perform scientific and research work in the fields of pharmacy, clinical biochemistry and other natural sciences, to take care of professional activities in the field of health and healthcare services in the framework of pharmacy practice and laboratory activities, to perform professional and developmental work for the requirements of the industry and governmental institutions, to train and educate experts and managers to be able to work in a globally competitive environment in pharmacy, laboratory medicine and cosmetology, and to create and promote knowledge in order to achieve human welfare. The first step in discovering and developing medicines is to look for targets and biological markers typical for a certain illness. That is, for cells or molecules typical for the emergence and identification of an illness on which the medicines in question should have the therapeutic effect, or which can help us to anticipate, follow and/or monitor the course of treatment necessary and the occurrence of adverse effects which may occur. This is followed by the isolation or design, chemical or biotechnological, and the synthesis of the active substance, its optimization and extensive testing to prove its effectiveness and safety. At this stage, the research is traversed to the development of the medicine. The active substance and excipients are then transformed into suitable pharmaceutical dosage form, which ensures that the applied substance will reach its desired target in the required quantity within a certain time frame. Development of drugs is closely connected to laboratory medicine, which, through the analysis of body fluids and excrement, enables medical staff to discover illnesses or conditions and then monitor the therapeutic effects. By identifying and quantifying the biological markers in the body, we can predict or monitor the success of the applied therapy and the occurrence or rate of adverse effects. The last step in the life cycle of any medicine is to provide a safe and cost-effective prescription and administration with therapy drug monitoring. This includes pharmaceutical care, post-marketing, and pharmacoeconomic studies. Upon dispensing the medicines, pharmacists check the prescribed drugs and advise the patient on their safe use, or perform an in-depth analysis regarding the use of specific medicines, and then write a professional opinion or recommendation for the medical doctor who referred the patient to the medication reconciliation. Hence, the delineation between medicines and other substances is absolutely definitive and is regulated by law or by the granting of licenses. A therapeutic effect is allowed to be ascribed to a substance only when its effectiveness and safe use are proven and the quality of the production procedure is guaranteed. Some methods and standards enforced for medicines can, of course, be applied to other products, especially regarding the safety and quality of the production process. These products include food supplements, cosmetics, and medical devices. Therefore, it is no coincidence that educational and research programs from all these fields can actually converge. The Faculty of Pharmacy is both an educational institution as well as a research, innovation and medical care center. This means that the work is interdisciplinary and integrated through 3 fields of activities: research, education and professional work. This is reflected also in the faculty activities, informal organizational units, functional interdisciplinary groups and informal associations. Basic organizational units are various chairs: the chair of biopharmaceutics and pharmacokinetics, the chair of pharmaceutical biology, the chair of pharmaceutical chemistry, the chair of pharmaceutical technology, the chair of clinical biochemistry, the chair of social pharmacy, a secretariat and an institute, with several subdivisions, the laboratory for molecular diagnostics and 2 infrastructure centers, the Center for Drug Analysis and the Center for Translational Research in Pharmacy and Biomedicine. Our educational and research activities embrace all the phases of discovery, development, design, production, and the monitoring of products or services. Within our educational activities, we perform study programs at the bachelor, master's, and doctoral levels respectively. The main study program is a uniform master's program of pharmacy. 2/3 of our students enroll in this study program. Laboratory biomedicine is a 2-level program at the bachelor and master's levels. Cosmetology is a bachelor level program and industrial pharmacy is a master's program. On the doctoral level, our faculty offers a joint program of biomedicine, which is divided into 3 areas of study: pharmacy, clinical biochemistry with laboratory biomedicine, and toxicology. Our postgraduate courses include theoretical parts of healthcare specializations in cooperation with the Slovene Chamber of Pharmacies and Slovenian Chamber of Laboratory Medicine, part of the European specialization of radiopharmacy in collaboration with the Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich and University of Leipzig. Our faculty translates the educational, research and professional activities and the infrastructure in the life cycle of medicines, medical devices, cosmetic products and healthcare services on all levels, from the identification of a target molecule to the planning and preclinical testing of a lead compound and its optimization regarding efficiency and safety. Physical, chemical, pharmaceutical and technological properties, designing the prototype of a medicine, its evaluation in clinical studies, and performing post-marketing analyses and various forms of pharmaceutical care, including medication reconciliation. The chairs are basic organizational units of our activities, but our interdisciplinary research work takes place mostly within functional research programs and infrastructure centers. Research activities at our faculty are performed within 4 programs: pharmaceutical chemistry, planning, synthesis and evaluation of active substances, pharmaceutical technology, from drug delivery systems to therapeutic outcomes of medicines in children and the elderly, genes, hormones and personality changes in metabolic disorders, and pharmaceutical biotechnology, science for health. The faculty researchers work in other program groups as well, namely at the Ljubljana University Medical Center, within the systemic autoimmune diseases and cell physiology programs, and experimental biophysics at the Josef Stefan Institute. On a project level in basic, applicative, postdoctoral, developmental, economic, European or bilateral projects, our researchers collaborate and work with numerous researchers in Slovenia and abroad. The goal of the faculty is to link the research work collected and documented in order to find integrated solutions in pharmacy, laboratory medicine and within the industry as a whole. Joint projects with public service institutions such as pharmacies, hospitals, medical centres, regulatory bodies and business entities play an integral role in the two-way exchange of knowledge, experience and professional staff development. Such an approach improves the integration of the academic environment in the social sphere, which enables the sharing of knowledge. Our involvement in the broader social and economic environment is not limited to Slovenia, since we're also present elsewhere in Europe and other parts of the world. We have signed more than 50 bilateral agreements on collaboration procedures, which enable 60 to 100 students every year to study at other international universities and direct research connections between researchers, joint projects, exchange of ideas and problem solving. We achieve the excellence of our faculty through the quality of our work. Our work is dynamic, since we follow the motto plan, do, check, act. Our study programs are adapted and accredited at the Slovenian Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education. Through the University of Ljubljana, we are evaluated by the European University Association. We confront our weaknesses and challenges by external institutional evaluation processes. We build relations for an even better tomorrow. The awards and recognitions granted to our employees are another indicator that our faculty is heading in the right path to excellence. The Faculty of Pharmacy builds its reputation, integrity and development on the basis of excellence, effectiveness and the ethical stance of its students and teachers. We're building on the long-term tradition of pharmaceutical experience in Slovenia and beyond. The vision of the Faculty of Pharmacy is to contribute by helping to shape the future and, at the same time, remain an open, responsive and responsible academic, educational and research institution by creating and spreading scientific knowledge and acting for the welfare of Slovene citizens and general development, we thus also aim at strengthening our national identity.